Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so like you said, the user we have here does not have any privileges to do
Hmm.
anything. Maybe they wanted to deploy a virtual machine or anything. They don't have any privilege now. So what we do is
Hmm.
we will go to we'll go to our
Main account, our
yes,
admin account.
we'll go to main account here. What is happening to my stuff? Okay, we go to our main account. Then we go to subscriptions. Let me go back to
Uh, Like now here, there are multiple services. You can give a particular service access also. But if you want to give all services access, you have to give your subscription service access. Okay.
okay,
It is you are sharing your subscription with someone another. Like same as a Netflix, you are sharing your subscription with another user of your family and all. So same here, you have to share your subscription plan with another user, so the same subscription plan can be used by another user. Now
okay.
you
So
can go to the access control IAM.
yeah, so we come here. There are different things. The tags we diagnose, but what we want to do now is access IAM.
Yes, we
Oh,
are not going for the other things because we want to give the access to another user. We are seeing the IAM part. If we
right.
want to set some tags and all, we will go for the tags part.
Okay. So now what we have here is we have add a role,
No, we have
create
to
a
go
custom
above
role,
there. We have to add. We have to
add
add. We
mhm,
have to
so
role assignment.
role assignment. We have the co-administrator and the code. This is what we're gonna
Yes,
do.
we
Add, we're gonna add this. So here we have the job function rules and we have the privilege rules. So in the job
administrator.
function, yes, they are the least privileged rules where you can select,
Mhm.
let's say, um, mm, classic virtual machine contributor and give to the
Mhm.
person and give to the person, or
Mhm.
if we do the privileges, the privilege rule,
But you have to remove the such.
yes. So you have owner, which is going to grant access, full access
Mhm.
for all resources. You have contributor who contributor can view, but they cannot, they will not be able to assign roles to other users.
Another
Rules,
users. Yes.
yes, yes. Then you also have access review operator service and all this fun stuff. So if we want to, so we will then choose.
Like I will tell you all about this. Like the owner have all the accesses. Yeah, like if you are giving someone another owner access, he can create another users. He can give some another user some other accesses. But if you are using the contributor, so the contributor can use the resources, but can't be able to give this resource that resource to another user. And there is
Yeah.
another is access review operator service role. So this is, you can also read, it is grant access, like it is grant access for the air permissions. Okay. And you can
Okay.
also revoke access if you need. Okay, so it will regarding when you are giving any access to the operator service, there are multiple operator services, you can give this role there. Then a role-based access control administrator, the role-based the access control administrator manage access to Azure resources. Like you are having multiple resources and you are gonna give some roles there. Okay, and these
Okay.
roles are you don't using the authentication part and all, then you use the role based access control administrator. And in the last, the user access administrator, you have to manage user access to Azure resources. But in the multiple part of the project or in any company, you will use your contributor part. Those we will be not use it that much, but the contributor is used mostly because you have to give the access to all the users.
Okay, so we're gonna do assign. Um, so members. Okay, so here we use a group manage. So we select the member. It's gonna be cloud test 2.
Hmm.
We select, so we can put any information here that this is your access to some resources. Okay, and then we do review and assign. Review and assign. Then it's now it is being added. So if we go back to our user here, we do a refresh. It's gonna take some time to reflect.
You can search your virtual machine above there.
So
This is the
virtual
virtual
machine.
machine. Yes, it will take some time.
Yeah, give it some time.
So there are multiple things inside the Azure. So
Okay,
we are
now
not going for, yes, this is
now
reflecting.
now it's reflecting here, and now we can
Yes.
see our virtual machine.
Yes, we can create the
Yes,
virtual machine
we can create the virtual machine.
from another account also.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so currently, like as you were saying, there are multiple things inside the Azure. Like every part of the Azure have in the depth. We are not going for all these things. We are going for only the cloud security. So I'm telling you how to create these things, how to set the policies. So like at first, going for the policies, you have to know the basics about how the entity is created and all. So I have told you the basics about that, and the some intermediate part. Like if we will go toward all these things, like all the points, like here in the virtual machine, also the virtual machines takes a long time to understood. So we are not going how to create a virtual machine and all, but we will see how we can secure the virtual machines. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now we can again go to the back to your main account.
Okay. Mm,
Okay,
here we
so
are.
now what you can do one thing. Wait a minute, I'm seeing. So what you can do, you can create any virtual machine.
Okay.
Okay, and also create another user. Create a virtual machine. It will take some time, so you have to create. At first, you have to create the virtual machine. Then you can select the above your virtual machine. Inside that,
Okay. Resource group. Mm,
yes, you have to enter that also. Like create a new resource group. You can enter your virtual machine name there below down there,
okay.
and you can also select there the availability zone, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and you can select your image like the same as we have in our uh, AWS.
Okay.
In the last, you can
I am in US East. Availability
Uh,
zone.
yes, so you can click on the availability zone there. Click on the availability zone. You can, okay.
Zone 1.
This is all good. You can select the zone. There are multiple zones, availability zone, same as we have in our AWS. You can use a trusted launch virtual machine.
Okay.
Now you can go for you can select the same as Ubuntu, or if you want to something other.
Okay. Let me take Ubuntu server.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can the size, what happens here, you can close the copilot and all. You can also cancel this. Yes, this is size not available in zone 1. Zone 2 are supported. Okay, so which size you are currently using? It is not available in zone 1, so you have to select the zone 2 above there.
Okay. Mm, 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 mm. What is that zone? Availability zone. Okay, zone 2.
Zone 2, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yes, it is virtual machine. Okay, you have to like remove stick from zone 1. You only have to select zone 2. Only zone 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you can go to the next disk, or you can directly go to the networking part. In the networking, you have to create a new. If it is here or something, yes, okay, it is using default. So you can click on the review and create.
So let's see. Let me see. So it's just the same. It's almost the same like AWS.
Yes, it is same. Like we have disk sizes in AWS. We are also having the networking. We have to subnet and all. We have to do the management. We have to do monitoring. All this is same as AWS. But the only the difference between the names and the interface. But the AWS have a better interface than this. Like,
Right.
yes.
And with the it says subscription 100,00104 US dollars per
Uh,
hour. Yeah.
not a problem, but like after creating, we will gonna delete it after a few times. So cause of that,
Oh,
we are currently not using that.
wait, what did I do? This my account.
Not in this account. Yes, here you have, I think.
What's going
Not
on?
here. Not here. Where is you in the site? Here, yes, here in the above taskbar you are. Yes.
Okay.
So what happened? Deployment fail. Click here to check the details. What happens? The problem, the bad request. You can click on the deployment. Why it is gonna fail.
Well, yeah.
You can check that. Take wait a minute. I will check also. The deployments is okay. Subscription one, the data server. Um, you can do one thing. You can delete it and create a new one.
Okay.
Okay. So we are not seeing all these things in the virtual machine, but for the further classes, we have to know the virtual machines, how these are created, creating the virtual machine, and there are also we have to create a resource group. You have to give a virtual machine name. Not supported. Reason, yeah, I think zone 3, yes. Go to scroll down.
I'm
It
gonna
is
change
okay.
operating system, maybe.
No, 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 no. Operating system is okay. You have to select the same. Yes. Basically, it is for the free service. Now also you have to select the zone two, or like you have to click here. So in your region, I think zone two is only supported. So you have to remove the zone three to zone two. Remove from zone three. Click on zone two. Okay, now there is also the username. You also set
Okay,
it,
we have to generate a
and
key pair.
it will be give you in the last generate new key pair. You have
Okay,
it will give you the download option. You can click on review and create. You will
okay,
review plus create. You can click on the networking also. Let me check it is any problem from the networking part, or it will be gonna create this. Click on the networking. Okay, click on create new above there in the virtual network.
virtual network.
Yes, create new. Here you can select the 10.0/16 IP address, and in the
Mm-hmm.
between in the default subnet. Now do the OK. After selecting the default, select the default subnet. Your subnet is not selected there, I think.
Mm,
Click on the create new again. Click on 10 point. Yes. Select also the default one. Click on OK. Now you can click on review and create. Check here all the things are correct. Scroll down. Now you can go now for a create,
okay.
download private key. So it is same as AWS. Also, we can do the same things here. You can click on go to resources. Inside that, you can see all the things like your status. Okay,
Okay.
your your which image do you have used, and which service you are using. In the bottom you can check your disk, which disk is used there, and all these things we can you can also do. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what you can also do, yes, you can select this one, the SSH using Azure CLI. Yes.
Man, I'll prefer AWS anytime, any day.
Mhm.
Maybe because I'm not used to Azure, but it's, I don't know.
Yes.
It's not fun.
Basically, AWS is much like a user-friendly interface.
Right.
Yes, but Azure have some like the interface is so boring. So,
Yeah,
hmm. And the also the thing is, if you have worked in more in AWS, you didn't like Azure that much.
yeah.
Hmm.
I guess it depends because I've been using AWS a lot, maybe.
Yes, yes, the same thing happens with me a lot when I am working on Azure. You have to remember all the things, the same name. Basically, if you are working on the three cloud servers, you have to like recognize all the names. You have to know which name used in Azure, which name used in AWS, and which services used inside the Azure. So that is also a thing which you will got with a lot of practice. Now, yes, it is opened yet. Oh, but you can select the bash or pass. You can select any resource group there. It is asking you that much questions. In my server, it didn't ask me. Um,
Let's see. Let me do this.
yes.
All right. Yes.
So now I think our server, yes. So now our virtual machine is created, like the same as we have in our AWS. Okay,
Okay.
the same as we can do, we can connect it with our terminal also using our PEM key, which we have generated. But
All right.
yes, so it is like directly connected with our server. So now our basic virtual machine is created. We will gonna use it when our networking will come came. Like the same we have VPC in Azure AWS. So there is also a network thing inside our Azure where we also have to create some instances like here the virtual machines. So it will be we can also put some WAF here WAF thing and the
Yep.
some security groups and all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now we gonna learn about like you can close the terminal. Like now you can stop your server. Before going to stop, wait a minute. Let me check one thing. So what you can do now can create another user. So you can see here. Here is also a access control. You are seeing a IAM there. Okay, so if
Mhm.
you want to give this server access to the user, so you can use this IAM, like you can click on add a role assignment. Now you can go to the privilege administrator role. Now you can click the contributor. Okay, now you can click on next. Now you can add here the member. Uh, Now, okay, you can do from here also. But one thing I want to check, like at first check your another the Active Directory. From the Active Directory you have created the user. At first check that user. Is it having the same instance on there or not?
That should check the same user. Let me see.
No, not here. Like in the in your like
Here.
incognito mode you opened here. Yes, refresh there here. Make a refresh here. Do having an instance running here also because basically you are having. Yes, here the
Yep.
server is running. Okay, so the what happens here, like because currently you are using a contributor role, so you can contribute all the things here, but you can't able to give this access to someone another. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So now what you can do, now you can create another user. You have to create another user. And this thing happened now. Don't do this. Click create another, open another tab. There, open your Microsoft Azure account. There, go to the add user section where you can create another user. So why we are doing this? Like one thing can happens in your company. The company wants that the another user only have the access of this server, like this dev class you have created. Only this server access the user have. So you can go to the enter ID. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So we do.
Give the display name also. In the previously, you have to give the display name also.
Yeah. So we have our user here. Let's see.
Not here. Like you have created your user.
Yes.
Click on again the Active Directory, or not the enter ID. Yes, enter ID. You can click on users there. Click on the manage part or users. Not here in the site. You can click on the manage. Here there is a users. So inside that you're gonna see your users. Like is it just created? You can copy the email from here. Open another incognito mode.
Oh, it's still went to the other one.
Yes, you have to open another one.
Oh, it's just taking me to.
You can do the logout from here.
Yeah, let me log out from here.
Yes, from here the sign out. You can do the sign out from yes.
Yeah.
So what we are doing right now, it is called like the role-based RBAC. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what we like we have done the role-based access control, which is used for like if we have some service, we have to give that only service access to some another user, or if we want to give all the access to another user, so we can use that, the RBAC, role based access control. It is also an important question for our interview perspective.
Okay. Okay. Here we are.
Yes. So now to this user, you can give only that virtual machines access like you have created. You have to go to your main account. From there, you can give. At first, you have to go to your main account. From there, you can give that virtual machines access only.
Okay.
Yes, you can click on, not this one.
This one.
Mm, I
Okay, let
think
me.
yes, this one. Yes.
Okay.
You can go to the left tab you have opened. Like I think left tab. Yes, here you are doing that thing. You can select the member here. You can delete this one. You can select the member.
Okay. All right. So we go back here. Mm,
It will take some time. Yes, now it is accessed. Now you can search any database thing like a search SQL. This SQL data, SQL server or SQL databases. Yes.
okay.
Uh, yes. So now you can search any other role like Active Directory or
Let me see. Storage.
yes, we can go for the storage. Okay, I think you have given all the administration access to him. You have which access you have given, the owner access or the contributor, or which access?
Let me see. Let me go back. I think
Which account is this? Is it your limited one account? Yes, you can
yes,
go to IAM.
it's Is
Yes,
it limited?
yes. Wait a minute. What you have done? You have gone to the IAM. You have clicked on the add section. Add the role assignment into the members access. Yes, you have given him the members. Okay. Okay. So what we have done here, we didn't give him the whole, we have given him the multiple accesses together. But like, let me wait a minute. Show you. Okay. So what you can do one thing, go to your home again, the main home. So click on the virtual machine. Click on the virtual machine you have created.
Okay.
Now you are seeing here the access control IAM. Okay. Now you can click on the check access below there. Okay. Search the user's name. Is it available there?
Let me see.
Granted full access to manage
Contributor.
this visual contributor. We have given him the full access to manage all about this server. But I think like go to that user's account,
Okay.
not here from the incognito you have created. Now try to create here a storage account. Okay, so you are currently what we have done, we have given him the whole access by using the contributor. So what happens? Not only the virtual machines, it got whole all the accesses we have. So for that, we also have to learn some roles and all. So we are going toward the roles. What are the roles? At first, I will tell you about the roles. Let me share my screen. Wait a minute.
Okay. Let me stop
Okay,
sharing.
there are yes, there are two things. What is our RBAC? What we have done yet, the role-based access control. Okay, and one we have the roles. I will show you like what we have done. We have to go here. We will click on Microsoft Entra ID. Inside the Entra ID, we are having multiple users here, like this one, the test one, test two, test three. Like if I will click on the test two, here we also seeing all the things regarding our text two, like our account status enabled and all these things. So what we can do, we can also do the reset password and all these things from here, and we can edit its
Okay.
properties. We can also do the edit its properties from here, like anything, the information detail, like as we
Right.
also seen it previous. Now we will learn about what is the rules. So now we can go to the our assigned roles. Okay, now we didn't have worked on any roles, we didn't created any role here. Okay, like if I will click to add assignment, so here what we see, there are multiple roles. There are two things. What is a role we will give to our current user, and the our RBAC, our role based access control, we give use according to our uh, service. So what is roles are, there are multiple roles like the AI administrator, application administrator. So what we can do, we can like there are also So there are some called global administrator, global reader. So these all are called our global roles. Here,
Okay.
refresh it. Okay, so what we can do, we can select this role and we can also give it to another any user. Also this, like any user,
Okay.
if I want to give this role, we can also give this role. So what are the roles are, and what is the difference between the roles and RBAC? So the RBAC is for our services, and the roles are for our the users. So what happens? Let
Users.
me clear. Yes, for what I will do, I will clear all the things here from all these things. So what happens? What one is our RBAC and what is our roles. So the roles are, at first we have done our RBAC part, RBAC at our service level. What we do, if we want to give any service access, we will do our RBAC role-based access control. We go to our service, any service. Inside the service, we will go to inside our IAM, where we will select the groups and we will do all the things inside the IAM he asked us. Then another things is the roles here. So what are the roles? Roles are like we are having our admin role. Like one user is for the admin role. Another user is for our developer role. Another is our read-only role. So these are called roles. So it will on the user level, and the RBAC is on our service level, where it we gives it according to our services. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so where, what happens now currently, what we are doing when we are creating any service and we are giving that access to any user. So what happens, all the services, like we are only want to give the service of virtual machine, one virtual machine's access to the user. But what happening, all the services access are going to that user. So what we can do, we can create a user, we can create the user as a developer or something else, who gonna access only the virtual machine. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I think let me, like, at first we have to some recap from this session. Now, if you are not tired or you want to drink some water, you can do. Now you have to tell me all the things regarding Entra ID as your portal and our identity management. What we have learned today.
Okay.
Yes, from the first, I want from your side all these things. You can take your time and you can start, or you can start.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start. So the Entra ID is a cloud-based Active Directory used to manage users and resources within our Azure
Mhm,
infrastructure. So the Azure
mhm,
portal and identity access management gives access to users and
mhm,
groups to access resources
mhm,
with specific permissions, where we have role-based permissions for services and roles for the
mhm,
users. Right.
mhm, mhm.
Right.
Okay.
So okay.
Now, what
So
is ADDS and Active Directory or Enter ID?
yeah, so ADDS, which is the Active Directory Domain Service, is used for on-premise for on-premise infrastructure environments to manage resources, and Intra ID is a cloud-based Active Directory. So
Okay.
Intra ID can be used both for Microsoft 365 and Azure, while
Mhm,
the ADSS is used mainly for on-premise and local networks. Intra ID uses the auth and Open ID. Samuel Y AD uses Kerberos and the NTLM protocols. Entra ID
Mhm.
requires no on-prem infrastructure because it's cloud-based, and ADDS does require a server that will be deployed on-prem.
Okay. Now, what is tenant?
A tenant ID is a unique identification that is given to each Azure account.
Mhm.
Yeah, s-
Okay. So we also it also gives us with the tenant ID
domain,
and a domain.
the domain,
Okay.
right?
Okay. So at first, okay, I will tell you this. What are our administrator roles are? There are basically four roles. The main roles we say. At first, the global administrator. The global administrator role have access all administrator features in our Azure Active Directory. Basically, it is we can understood by its name. It is a global administrator. Then a security administrator, which this role have permission to manage security related features. Okay, all the security related features, our security center, our Azure directory, identity protection, our Azure information protection, Office 365 security, compliances center. These all the things which is done by security administrator. Then our directory readers come. A directory reader work is make purchase, like your subscription related things. All the things is done by our directory reader, like our subscriptions, our managed support tickets, like any tickets is arrived, then it is done by directory reader. Monitor service, uh, regarding our health of our servers and all, it is done by our directory reader. And then comes our global reader. So there is a difference between global reader and global administrator. So the global reader can read settings and administrator information across Microsoft 365 services and all the Azure services, but it can't take any management action. So a global administrator can do anything, like he can do any access, he can also do anything, but the global reader can't. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, these are the main four. There are also multiple roles there, but the main four are these. Okay.
okay, okay.
Okay. Now you can tell me the difference between there are two portals, Microsoft Entra portal and Azure portal. So what are these?
So it says the Entra portal focuses on identity and access management, while
Hmm.
the Azure portal manages full cloud services, including VMs and storage. The
Okay.
Entra portal is simpler for identity tasks. Azure portal
Hmm.
is more advanced.
Okay, so the Entra portal is only regarding the Entra ID settings regarding our user permissions, creating user, setting the policies for the users, setting the MFA, and these things done inside the Entra portal. In Azure portal, we have all the services like our load balancer, our database, our servers, all these things inside our Azure portal. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The now is we have done this. We have there is a RBAC. So what is RBAC?
Role-based access control, which refers to services, rules that works on services, and then the rules are the users.
Mhm. So what it does?
So so we have Azure role, we have Azure role similar to hospital role and permission. So the owner is the hospital director. Permission
Mhm.
is full access to all resources. The contributor is the doctor, can modify resources but not assign permissions. The reader is the nurse, can view resources but not make changes. And the user administrator, IT admin, can manage users but not the infrastructure.
Okay, so the example is of like RBAC is if we want, we have seen four things. Like we have also created someone a owner, we can create someone a contributor, we can create someone a reader, we can create someone a user administrator also. So like if we are having any service and we want to give that service access to our another account user or our employee. we can say, our
Right.
employee or our colleague. So we will have to do RBAC, a role based access control thing. So what we can do, we can create him as a owner, like his like similar as a hospital director who has a full access to all the resources. Then we can create it a contributor. He's a doctor. Okay, he can modify the resources but not assign the permissions. Like he can't do anything, like he can't say another doctors, like he's a doctor, he can't say to another doctors to do anything. Okay.
Okay.
Then a reader is a nurse. He can view the resources but cannot make the changes. It means like if we give someone a reader access, he can see the all the things. He can check. He can say he can raise a ticket. There is a problem, but he can't make any changes. Okay.
Okay.
The user administrator, it is IT admin. So he can manage users but not the infrastructure. Like in the hospital there is an admin who manages the our clients, like how much, not the clients, he manages our all the doctors, about all the doctors detail, how much nurses they are. Done that. But the same as in the user administrator, he work on the users end, like manages the users, not the infrastructure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the roles, we set our roles inside this. We set our roles inside this. Like we also have some roles, as we have discussed earlier. We have roles inside for these users. We set some rules for these users. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now this is regarding our role. Like we can give someone roles. Okay, so like a
Yeah.
doctor role, nurse role, receptionist, IT administrator, like it's the same we can give to the users. Like when we are creating any entra id, we can give him some roles, like he is a doctor, he's nurse, he's receptionist, or IT administrator. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, so also we have seen something another from this is that. Okay, we have seen this one. Do you know what is the free plan of intra id and paid plan? Can you explain me this also?
Yeah. So the free plan is the basic plan, which the basic plan, which is good for small businesses. It does not have all the
Mhm,
functionality. You know, we have
mhm,
things like the MFA and self password, and then we have the P1, which is $6 per user. It has
mhm.
yes, the conditional access, it has self-service password, it has group-based access management, it has the Azure AD Connect sync, on-premise cloud app, and then we have P2, which has all P1 features plus some
Mhm.
additional features, and then we have um, Microsoft Entra Suite, $12 per person. You
Yes,
have all
extra.
P2
Yes,
features.
entra. Yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
right.
Okay. The most of the large enterprises use it, and the enterprises use P2 plans, the P1 plans. If we want to do like stop the multi-factor authentication, if we want to do some more things, so we don't go for the free plan. We have to use P1 plan or P2 plan. How much access we needed, according to that, we will choose our plans. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so there are some real world scenarios also regarding our, like some terms we have are using single sign on. So do you know the single sign on? We have the conditional access. We have we need require MFA for the login from untrusted locations. So we can use the conditional access. The multi-factor authentications, verify via SMS authentications app. The privilege identity management PIM, it is admin users can be given access, temporary high level access, reducing the risk of permanent admin rights abuse. Okay,
Okay.
this is regarding this. Uh, now we have multiple things here. We can create the groups and all, but I think for the right now it happened like. Do you understood how to create users?
Yes.
Okay.
Very well.
Now, yes. So now you can also create the bulk users. When you are creating your bulk user, at first you have to download the CSV file, and using that CSV file, you can put like the same here he has entered. Okay, you can,
Okay.
after doing some changes like adding the details, you can upload the CSV file here, and you, when you will click on the submit button, it will be added all the users here. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, this is not that much. And you can also send someone any invitation for joining this your organization. So you can enter all these details here. He can also be create a user. Now here also we can download the users. When we are downloading the user, it helps us if we are having multiple users, we need the list of the users, so we can download that users list also. And the per
Okay.
user MFA is used for the MFA multi-factor authentication, but currently we can't be able to use this because of we are using the free tier. So this is our audit logs. It is all regarding what we have done earlierly. Like we have done this is 934 here, and 934 it is according to IST and all. So all these things we can record here. All these things, we if we have done anything, all these things will be recorded here in the audit logs. Then our sign in logs, which account is when it is signed in, signed out, it all these records have here. We can check here, we can download it. Okay.
Okay. So
This is
one quick
regarding
question.
our, yes.
Okay, let's say for example, right?
Mhm.
We have an environment where we're using GCP, Azure, and AWS.
Mhm.
Can we colorate the logs and send them to a SIM tool where it will be easier to see the logs from one view?
Okay, so you are asking me, we are having three accounts, in one in AWS, one in Azure,
Or,
and one in GCP. And
right.
we
So
want all the logs in one file.
in one single pane. Yeah. So can we put that
Yes.
on the SIM tool like Splunk or Sumo Logic or some other stuff?
Yes, sure, we can do, but it is not that much easy to integrate all these. But one thing what we can do, if we want all these logs in one file, we have to create something called CI/CD, but that will also not use here. What you have to do,
Okay.
you can the easy step, you can download it. You can use something like Power BI, where you can add all these three files, and it will give you the graph and all the refined version of these. Okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
there is nothing like, because Mhm.
I think with Sumo Logic, it has the it has extensions for all these things. So if you, let's say, wanted to link an Azure account, it will ask you for the Azure account ID and the password, and then AWS. And if you do that, it can then bring all the logs into Azure, into Sumo Logic. I'm just thinking. I think Sumo Logic, I've seen it has so many
Yes,
extensions.
we can. Yes, for yes, we can use the third party extensions for that.
Right. Okay.
Like
Thank you.
if we want to do that, we can work on the third party extensions. If like, but using the third party extensions will be like not that much secure. But if we use any licensed third party software, or if we our company have our own software like that, so that we can use.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so that we have done. If we can see any deleted user, here we can also see anything. And these all about our users. Then our main part came, it's the user is also the part of our Active Directory, AD. Okay.
Okay.
In the inside the roles and administrator, we can add the roles. Like if you are seeing here the roles, there are some privileged role. So the privileged role means these roles are have the highest privilege of the uses. Like if you are giving some the administrator role, they have the highest privilege. There are some privileged roles, so these all are the privileged. So we can give these all to our one user. Like if I'm giving him the application developer or this, now we can use by this. Okay, so like for creating our custom role, I have to we have to switch for P1 and P2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our Entra ID. It is all regarding all like this same, but it is gives another interface where we only work for the user perspective.
Right.
Yes. So now we can go for the AWS or for the today's cars. It is good. Basically, we
I,
have to work on. Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're okay. I think we're good. But if you want to go for some AWS, that's still fine by me.
Okay, so basically, what happens? We have to work on more the things here. We have to work on AD more because I think there are nothing that much in
AWS,
AWS.
yeah, yeah. In AWS,
Basic,
I think I'm good. So
yes,
we'll just need maybe with the IAM, it'll just go be a refresh or some. We need to spend more time with the
yes,
Azure and maybe GCP. So
in
yeah,
GCP, yes,
yeah,
yes.
right,
So like
right.
I will give you the basic the basic overview over the AWS. So for that, after that, we can again from the next class we will go again for the Active Directory. So in our main for the security perspective, there are main three and four services we have to use. The first one is Active Directory. So we will give more time in the Active Directory if we are talking about the Azure perspective. Active Directory,
Okay,
then regarding our virtual private servers, which we have to do. Then we will do some like we have same the cloud watch in our AWS, same the things we will do here. So these
right.
all three parts will be combined here. So these that will make the cloud security. And I am currently we gone for the Azure at first because it is similar to AWS, not that much. But if we directly go to the GCP, GCP has a different interface, totally different interface. So after completing the Azure, we will go toward the GCP. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Okay. So this is nothing. This is our AWS. This is our IAM rules. It is the identity access management. There is nothing. We can create our users. We can create our user group. We can
Yeah,
create our, yes. We can create our own policies also. There are multiple ways for creating the policies. We can create those also. Like these are our policies. We
right,
can create our policies. There are two ways: the visual representation and one is the JSON view. For the JSON view, we can use any AI platforms which will give you the JSON for according to our recommendation. If we are using the visual part, we can select our which service we have want to use, in which service we want to do the particular specific permission. We will do all these here. And the
mm-hmm.
same that we are doing there in our Azure, we can create, go to the user part. Here we can go for the create user. We can give you the username. There are multiple ways to the login part. Like I will give you the test user. We can give it the management console access also. If I want to create IAM user by my own, the custom password. If I will give him, then we will go. Okay, okay. Now we can go to next. After going to the next, what we can do, we can create also groups here. So the groups are which have the multiple policies inside one group. Like if I am giving the only admin access here, so the all the admin, like if I will search here the admin related services here, so it is the main administrator
He-
access.
he- he-
Uh,
he- Hello, Mayan.
yes,
Please don't.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
don't worry about the AWS part. I'm gonna do my research on it. Don't worry about that. It's just we
Okay,
can
okay. Yeah, and
yeah
yes,
yeah
yes.
yeah we can stop.
Okay,
I think
I'm
I have.
only yes. So
Let
okay.
me let me.
So for Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying to show you something. Let me see. I just want you to see what I've done. What is this? Let me show you something here. What is this thing?
I will stop sharing. You can show me.
Okay. Mm, let me see. Uh, okay, let me show you. Yes, so what I was saying is that, like, if you see here, you see, this are
Mhm.
notes that I was already making on like
Okay.
AWS. You see, IAM evaluates policies based on explicit allow, deny, considering both deny, da. IAM evaluates policy based
Mhm.
on that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying with
That-
AWS. Yes,
Okay, okay, okay. That's
right,
also good. So okay, so okay, so we'll main focus on the Azure part. I will
right.
in the next class, what we will do more work on our Active Directory part. We will learn all the policies, which
Okay,
policy what they do. Okay,
okay, all
basically
right,
yes, which is the word use of the every policies. Again we will work on the basically the main part is Active Directory. If you are
okay,
working on any organization, at first the first security line is like when you which user you are giving which privilege. Okay, what privilege you are
okay,
giving to any user. So we will work
okay,
on the Active Directory. Okay.
okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mbe. Okay. Okay, I think you are like love the AWS more than Azure and GCP.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I also like basically what happens. Multiple companies use AWS more than Azure and GCP.
Yeah, but it's
But
good to have the idea though.
yes, but
Yes.
it happens multiple time. Companies ask you to work on Azure also, work on a GCP also. So you have to
Yeah, sure.
basically
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
sure.
I've seen
Yes.
all the position where they say you are a security engineer. They ask you, do you have a
Mhm.
little bit of Azure and GCP? You have to
Sure.
know a little bit of everything. So yeah, it's good.
Yes, sure. In the other classes, we also gonna learn about the Azure DevOps. So that will also
Okay.
gonna help us. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you. Thank you, MB.
Thank you so much, Justin. We will see you next Saturday, right?
Yes, next Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. I will do a lot of
Okay. In
practice
the
this week.
yes, do the practice on Azure also, and you if you are working on AWS, it is also be good. You can
Okay.
complete all the things in AWS. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me delete this server before I have to stop it
Mhm.
and then I delete it,
Yes, you
right?
have to stop it. Yes.
Yes. Stop it. Let's see. Delete. Okay. I can leave the users. The users do not incur any charges, right?
Yes, it will not give you any charges. Like I
Okay,
think it will give you, like if we work for the 1 hour, it will be something 0.00, but it will be not debited from your account or credited
okay,
from your account. Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you
I'm
so much,
really
my friend. I will see you next
thank.
Saturday.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Mm.